Hey guys, it's Sofia from Sofia Nick. If you're not familiar, on this channel we talk all things interior design and real estate. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe below. So today I'm here talking to you guys about one of my favorite Canadian North American furniture brand called Sunday's Company, Sunday's Furniture. So if you're not familiar, Sunday's is a pretty new brand. I believe they launched in 2020 and had kind of their pre-launch in 2019. They are a company based out of Vancouver. It's four best friends that created an amazing curated furniture brand for everyday living. They definitely focus on having furniture that you can have for a lifetime, really classic styles, done in some really beautiful finishes and materials that you won't want to switch out, which is awesome. They have free delivery, which is amazing, especially for furniture, and their delivery times are pretty reasonable too. So today I thought I'd take you through their website and kind of play around to see if I had to furnish my entire apartment condo from Sundays, what I would choose and what it would end up looking like. So if you guys like that idea, and let's get right on into it. Okay, so the way that I usually like starting a project when figuring out what kind of furniture I need is I usually make a collage in either PowerPoint, Google Slides, Keynote, any of those kind of applications where you can merge images and make collages. So I have a Google Slides open called Sundays, and this is where I'm going to take all of the images from their website and put it onto here to make sure that each furniture piece speaks well to each other. This is also what I did when designing our current condo, and really any other space that is looking for new furniture. I would definitely highly recommend this. So now looking at the Sundays website, right away I know that we purchased sofa from theirs. I think that that's the most fair thing to put onto that slide and a good jumping off point. So taking a look at their sofa section, you can see that a bunch of their sofas are quite nice and in a mid-range for pricing, but a sofa is something that I think is worth spending maybe a little bit more on and investing in to have for a lifetime. So here's the one that we ended up going for. It's the loft two-piece modular, which I really liked. It's also great because in this space currently we can have it, it fits perfectly, but in the future if we ever want to add to it, if we move and want to have a bigger configuration, we can always add to it as well. So we got it in the color sand. It's currently in stock. I think the delivery only took about like a week or two to come in, so that was really beneficial for us too, especially during the pandemic with all of these delays. And I'm just going to crop this down. One of my worries was these kind of feet, if they would be shown, and really in reality they're not. So I'm actually going to crop those out and then get a better proportion in here. Okay, so I think that's a great starting off point. Back to the Sundays website. And then I think I'm going to take a look at some of their storage for a media unit. They don't have a huge selection of furniture, but what they do have is super beautiful and curated, so I'm really happy about that. This one I think is the proper size that we're looking for. We have this kind of weird nook, unfortunately, where we need something that is about 47 inches or less. These ones are gorgeous, but again, they don't quite fit the size that we're looking for. And then both, I love the white oak and the black. But maybe for now, for today, I'll take a look at the white oak because I do think it's a little bit different and more special. And taking a look at the size, we are at 39 inches, maybe a little bit smaller than what I ideally would have, but still fits in that awkward nook. Okay, so my next item that I'm going to take a look for is a rug. I think a rug is super important in any space, really just to ground it. So let's take a look. Their 8x10s are quite nice. I think in our space you could actually probably do with a 5x8. So I'll open up one of those. Those ones are quite beautiful too. They have a little bit of contrast. So I might take a look at this one in the space. Since we are going with kind of lighter wood, I think this one could be quite nice as well. So again, I'm going to crop this down. And there we go. We're looking at something like that right now. I think it's really speaking to each other really nicely. Now maybe moving on to a dining table. They have a number of dining tables that I would get in a heartbeat. They are a little bit on the pricier side, so we were looking for, although we invested in our sofa, the dining tables and chairs, we were looking for maybe something a little bit more affordable. But eventually, when we have the budget, I would love to upgrade to one of these. I love the cylindrical columns on this one. And this one in person is actually very beautiful too, the plane. There's a little slit in between the two planes of wood, which is absolutely gorgeous. This one is probably more of the right size for us right now. And then this circle, this round one, I think is just gorgeous as well. So I think for me it would really be between this round table, which is a 47.5 inch diameter, or this long table, which is 36 by 66. And I think to switch things up from what our current condo looks like, I think I'm going to go with this one. So Sundays also has some really beautiful dining chairs. I think these ones are gorgeous. Oh, I also really like this little stool. I'm going to open that up too because I think it could be really nice for a few different items. And then we have some cane chairs. Oh, and these ones also I think are absolutely gorgeous, but probably out of budget, so I'll keep them out for now. Again, some gorgeous benches, which is a great way to keep things affordable as well, going for a bench. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe on one side of the table we would go for a bench so you don't need clearance to get to the other side. Okay, so maybe I'll start with this bench and potentially say that it would be sitting on the other side of the table. It is 59 inches long, so that would fit perfectly. And then for the other side, these ones could be quite beautiful, but maybe a little bit too light. I think these are quite lovely, the white stained oak. So I'm going to copy these over as well. And there you have it. I'm going to go back and take a look at some of the coffee tables now. I noticed that I forgot that in the living space. These ones are quite nice. Round could be really interesting in the space as well. So I think I might go with this one. I think it really fits the size of the room really nicely and will match the bench that we chose for the dining table. So I'll copy that over. Yeah, I think that works quite nicely quite nicely together. As mentioned, I do really also like this field stool. I think the walnut and the black color are both really beautiful. The white oak is also gorgeous, but we already have so much white oak in the space that I think I might see if the walnut or the black can also fit. Little side table. Now that I think about it, I think because we have the media unit that's a little bit smaller than the full 47 inches that I was looking for, I think we could actually probably fit a lounge chair in that area as well. So I'm going to go back and take a look for a lounge. Oh, wow. I hadn't seen that one before, but I was kind of thinking maybe one of the ones with the caning that has both the light wood and the dark to really tie things together. This one could also be really interesting if you have that dark brown color. So there we have how that would feel. In all seriousness, when looking at this all together, I think that the coffee table, I'd probably go with a different finish. Everything's feeling very heavy on the wood, so maybe I would go with something more metal or a stone, but from what they have available, I think that this is still a very nice choice. Again, in this space, you're going to have a lot of other things that you can pull from in terms of colors, your artwork and your throw pillows. Taking a look at some of their other items, maybe some of their accessories or accents. Some really nice pillows as well. And I think pillows are also a great way to connect spaces with light and dark. I'm gonna throw this throw pillow. And then lastly, I'm just going to add a few light pieces because Sundays doesn't sell light fixtures. I think really kind of pulling the space together is important. So I'll just pull some of the ones that I currently own or was looking at. So I have my squiggle lamp, which I absolutely love. And then above the dining table, we'll have a nice pendant as well. So if I had to purchase all of my living room dining room furniture from Sundays, I think this is pretty close to what it might have ended up looking like. Potentially with dining set, I would maybe switch over to the black colorations, not 100% sure there, or potentially the circle table, which is more similar to what we currently have, but I think it's super fun to see what this would all look like. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Also in the comments, let me know, Sundays does have a bedroom section as well, so if you're interested to see what I would pull for a bedroom from Sundays, I'd love to do that for you guys too. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.